Welcome to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so our customers can easily choose the best watch for themselves in the comfort of their own home. If you like this watch and would like to purchase it at the lowest price anywhere online, click on the link in the description below to buy it at JazzTime.com. Today, I'll be reviewing the IWC Portugieser Perpetual calendar in rose gold with a blue dial reference IW503312. I'll tell you a little bit about the history of this perpetual calendar. Then I'll tell you about where it stands in the lineup of other similar Portugiesers. Then I'll tell you about the case, bezel, dial, bracelet movement. Finally, try it on and give you my thoughts. So let's start with a little bit of the history. This Portugieser, well, let's start with this. Portugieser is one of IWC's top collections. They have many different collections. They have the Pilot, which is probably their most famous. It's a sports watch. They have the big Pilot and many variations of the Pilot that has a very unique retro look to it. Then they have the Portugieser, which is a more dress-looking watch, which is what you're looking at here. They have the Portofino, which is also very dressy. They have the Ingenieur, which is a very Art Deco sort of Royal Oak Nautilus-looking watch. In fact, it has a design cues from there. And then they have the Aqua Timer, which is a total sports watch. So they have many different lines. That's just 5 I've just mentioned. And this one falls in the Portugieser category. In the Portugieser category, they have many variations from there as well. They have 60 different Portugiesers. So you can kind of break it down into by what they actually do. Is it a time and date, a chronograph, a perpetual calendar like you see here, or tourbillon, etc., etc. So we're going to focus on here right now today is this perpetual calendar. Okay, so this is part of the perpetual calendar line. Now, of the perpetual calendars, there's also, as you would imagine, many different variations of it. They have it in different materials such as white gold and rose gold, as you see here, and different dial colors. So a lot of different variations. What we're looking at here is the rose gold case, 44 millimeter with a blue dial. Okay, so let's focus in a little bit on that. It's definitely one of the higher end Portugiesers because the Portugieser can be as low price as less than 10,000, or you can have what you're looking at here, which has a retail price of nearly 50,000. But of course, we're selling it for way less than that at jazztime.com, around half actually. So this watch is quite a bargain considering what you get, a high complication watch. It's not just any perpetual calendar, and I'll tell you about it a little bit when we start the video, but it's much more. It also has a moon phase, and this perpetual calendar is quite special, and I'll get to it in just a moment. All right, and it's from a top brand, not the top highest brand, of course. That belongs to AP, Patek, and Richard Mille, but it definitely is a luxury, high-end luxury watch brand, and they do a great job on this complication. And so it's also a watch that you're not going to see a lot of other people have. So a lot of people do have the big brands such as you know, Patek, AP, Rolex, Richard Mille, etc. But not a lot of people have IWC, especially in this high complication section. Okay, which makes this watch quite unique, and I'm quite a fan of it actually. All right, so now let's start. Now that we've talked about those first two sections, let's start talking about the watch itself, starting with the case. And the case is rose gold, as I told you, is 18 karat rose gold. Now, rose gold means it has like some copper mixed into it, and it gives it this rose or the red color. IWC calls it 18 karat armor gold. I'm not sure why they call it armor gold, but okay, that is their version. Everyone calls their stuff a little bit different. Some call it pink gold, ever rose gold, Sedna gold, etc., etc. All right. IWC calls theirs the armor gold, but it's basically rose gold, and it's 44 millimeters. Now that is quite large for a dress watch or even any watch actually, but as you'll see when it's on my wrist, it's not that large. It still fits just fine, especially if you have a wrist size of larger than 7 inches, sorry. And also considering what it does, you'll understand why it needs to be so large. But by the way, if you don't like 44 millimeters, IWC also makes perpetual calendars in 42 millimeters, which is quite a nice thing. It doesn't have all the complications such as the moon phase, which is kind of cool, but they do have smaller size. But okay, we're focusing today on the 44 millimeter, and they make this watch also in a white dial. I believe they make it with different, slightly different variations of it, like. But okay, basically in very similar to what we're looking at here, it's going to be a white dial or a blue dial, and I would probably say I like the blue dial. It looks a little bit more, gives the watch some life to it. All right, now let's just start. Let's look a little bit more at the case itself. I told you it's 44 millimeters. They brought the dial out to the very periphery, so it has almost no bezel. So it actually makes the watch look even larger. Now it is large, but the good thing is since it has all this data on it, the 44 millimeter really allows the watch to display all the information on this watch without crowding it. Like for example, on Pateks, yes, they are thin and small, but they're also very crowded. There's almost no space on it to read anything. Whereas this IWC kind of opens everything up and even has enough space for a moon phase, which actually is, by the way, a very beautiful moon. Okay. All right. So let's look at that's enough about the case. Oh, I forgot to say that about the case. Also, the height. That's kind of an important part of the case. The height here is, as you see, not too thick, but it is 14.9 millimeters. I'm going to call it 15 millimeters. But considering that it's 44 millimeters, 15 millimeter height is not that bad. It's about the same as, for example, a deep sea. But it kind of has to be, as I said, because it has a lot of complication in it. Okay, that's enough about the height and the diameter. Let's talk about the movement itself, or sorry, the dial itself. Now this dial, as I said, it can be in white or it can be in blue. What you're looking at here is in blue, and I'll point out a couple of things about it. One, which is the most unique thing I'm going to point out, is it has the date, the year. I've never seen another perpetual calendar, including Patek, AP. Nobody else does a calendar that has the date, the year. So this says 2025, and it's good actually for, you only have to set it something like every 100 days or something like that, because a leap year, you need to change it on the century year. Okay, maybe that's a little bit too much detail, but the point is it has the year on it, which actually I think is pretty cool. I think most of us aren't going to forget the year, but it is cool to know that the watch is set to the year. So you actually never have to set it. You can just put it on a watch winder and it'll run all the time, and it'll always keep the date. You have the month here at the 6 o'clock position, which is cool. And then you have the days on the right hand side. You have the days 1 through 7. Sorry, I'm sorry. The on the right hand side, that little power, that's actually the power reserve. Okay, so you see how many days or how much power reserve, and that's what I was telling you. This watch has to have a big dial because it displays a lot of information. Not only does it have a power reserve that shows you how much power is left in the watch before you have to wind it or move it around or whatever, but it also displays that. Okay, and so you need to display that somewhere, and there it is. Okay, and also you have the date 1 through 31, which is at the right hand side. On the left hand side, you have the Monday through Friday, so and that's the long hand, and then you have a seconds counter, 60 seconds count right there. And of course at the 12 o'clock you have a moon phase. So yeah, pretty cool. You set the watch and pretty much you can use it. Actually, I think you don't even need a watch winder. If you just wear the watch every 8 days or 1 week, it'll be just fine. Okay, so that is it about the dial, and it's a beautiful sunburst blue dial. Blue is quite a beautiful color, especially when paired with rose. The bezel, I'm going to say not a whole lot to talk about. It's just this high polished bezel, and it's at the very periphery. They kind of tried to get the bezel out of the way so you don't see it too much and you see mostly dial, which they succeeded at. Okay, let's look at the movement here. The movement, it's actually an in-house IWC movement. Now, IWC was using Valjoux movements and then adding their own module on top, but they've since gone away from that and they've been making everything themselves. It has 381 components, which is quite a bit, and it has 2 barrels. A barrel is what stores the energy allowed to make the watch run. Normally 1 barrel will store enough energy for like 3 days. They have 2, and I think the barrels are large, so it can store up to 7-8 days. They say 168 hours, so whatever that is, 168 divided by 24. Let's see what that is. Is 7 days. So they say it has a 7-day power reserve. So all you have to do is wear it once every 7 days, and you don't have to set it. Okay, with that said, yeah, it's a beautiful movement. I love that the way they cut out the rotor and they make it very large, so it completely fills the back. It's a caliber 5.2611. Yeah, very nice movement, very nicely done. Yeah. Okay, let's move on and look at the strap. Now the straps, I like about IWC, the straps are easily changeable. You can buy different straps that you want for it. This one happens to come with a blue alligator strap. If you want to make it more casual, you can change it to, whatever, canvas strap, rubber strap, or just leave it on the leather strap, and it could be worn in a not so casual way. So, for example, like in a suit or something. Okay. All right, now time to try this watch on my wrist and give you my thoughts. Now, I'm 200 pounds, I have a 7.5 inch wrist, and I'm 6 foot tall. And as you see, 44 millimeter, absolutely perfect for me. I think it's a great size. And I'm gonna recommend it for anyone who has a wrist size of 7 inches or greater. If you have a smaller than that, you should probably go with a 42. Now, I'm gonna make a case about it. I'm not gonna tell you it's the best watch in the world, it's better than an AP or a Patek. No, it's not. Okay, and the secondary market shows that. But we are not selling it for AP or Patek prices. And so Patek's APs, their perpetual calendars are actually going sometimes even double retail, sometimes even more. AP perpetual calendar is going to cost you way more than retail. It's their Sangle is more than double, I think, retail. And so you might not want to pay that, or you can't pay that, or, you think it's ridiculous to do it. And I couldn't really disagree. So your alternative to that is to buy, for example, this IWC, which is retailing for nearly 50,000, and we're selling it for around half of that, around mid-20s, at least as of 2025. And so you get a perpetual calendar, high complication, maybe even more complications than the AP. It does the same thing. Of course, it doesn't look like an AP, but not everybody wants to have a watch that everybody recognizes, which is the AP. Not a lot of people will actually recognize this watch, and it's still a high horology, high complication watch that you could wear. So that's why this one makes sense. Yes, if it was selling for the same price as an AP, like 100,000 plus, then I'd say no, get the AP. But it's selling for half, and so at 25 something, K or in that range, it's a total bargain. Where can you get a high complication in precious metal from a top brand at that price? So for that reason, definitely going to give this watch 2 thumbs up. And if you'd like to purchase it at the lowest price anywhere online, click on the link in the description below to buy it at jazztime.com.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to Model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model, and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.